Virginia is a witch and she farts in her chair. Jason is a spaz who's got an old man's ass. Welcome to the After the Show podcast.
Oh, yeah. Hello, and welcome to the KVJ After the Show podcast. It is a Wednesday. We have only got 2 more days left in 2023.
Wow. We call this a doubleheader, Virginia.
Crazy.
As I say in the business.
Rocco is probably shaking his ass right now. He's in the Christmas party mode and then last day mode.
Oh.
He's how we're going to be on Friday at this time.
As a kid going into the last day before the break, that is some fucking awesome shit.
He was bringing all these Italian Christmas cookies, and he was bringing gifts for his secret Santa.
Anytime you had a pizza party lined up and you knew it was a Friday pizza party as a kid, I don't want to speak for you, Fat Kevin, but it was a pretty big deal.
Okay, big deal, huh?
You didn't have that? As in school, they wouldn't do that stuff where the kids would behave? You'd get a pizza party?
Oh, yeah.
No.
If you meet
Not that I
certain
remember.
goals and stuff, you would get a pizza party.
Man, I
And
went to the wrong school.
It'd be special.
It was a big fucking deal.
Yeah, I don't remember that. That
I
would
totally,
be cool.
we had those.
Dang.
I'm glad. I thank you for acknowledging that it happened.
I see you.
Because it kind of got nowhere. It didn't really go great, but
We definitely had those when I was little. If you made some kind of achievement scholastically or fundraising or whatever it was, pizza party was the prize.
and you could never get more than 2 slices. And I would always take my time on that second slice.
Okay.
Because I didn't want it to be over.
Maybe our problem was, I don't remember any school pizza parties. We had the square pieces. We didn't have slices. That's how Pete's Crossing did it.
No, when we had the pizza party, it wasn't pizza from the school. It was pizza from like Domino's.
Yeah, I'm saying, our local pizza place, the only one we had was squares.
Yeah, I mean, and it's,
Oh, Pizza Crossing is square?
and it's,
Yeah.
and it's the shittiest of the shittiest. If I'm eating that after I die, I've known I've gone to hell.
It's tough. That's it, huh?
That's how bad that pizza was.
Yeah. Well, we got a bunch of emails here. Had a big ol' upset happen today in the best Christmas movie and special bracket. Could not believe that today we had Elf punted out of it. Crazy.
It was nuts. No one expected it.
No.
I was shook.
Yeah.
The sales department's been talking about it all morning.
None of them were here. What are you talking about?
They really are. You're right. They've already started.
They've already
selling.
been gone since
Oh,
Tuesday.
These motherfuckers are already on holiday break.
Elf lost by 26 votes to the original animated Dr. Seuss How the Grinch Stole Christmas.
Wow.
Yeah,
I guess the old school Grinch plays, man.
I guess. Yeah, I'm really surprised by it. I mean, I was surprised that Christmas Vacation got knocked out when it did. I mean, it didn't even make it to the Final Four. So that was kind of stunning. So you got Home Alone versus Grinch. And I think Home Alone's going to beat the hell out of it. Like, I don't even think it's going to be a con. I thought for sure we're getting a Home Alone and Elf. And I was like, okay, if we get to that, I feel like we did it. We didn't get to that. So I don't know, man. It's crazy. I guess I just don't know how people like their specials.
I guess not. Maybe times have changed and I'm old and washed up.
Well, let's go through that statement. Times have changed. You are old, and yes, you are washed.
Yeah.
So your insides serve you well.
Your
Yeah.
initials on the logo too, bitch, so you're washed up with me.
I've accepted it.
Dead by Christmas.
IMDb, they re-released their rankings of the top 10 best Christmas movies of all time, and Polar Express was number 10. Richard sent this in, said, you keep asking why you're hearing so much about it this year, and he said that one of the reasons that is because there's a rumor that there's going to be a prequel.
Oh, everyone needs a backstory, Virginia. Wonka needs one. Boba Fett needs one.
Mm-hmm.
Potter
Yeah.
needs one.
Yeah.
Is Veruca a character from Wonka?
Veruca Salt. Yeah, I want one and I want one now. know.
She's a brat, right?
Yeah, the biggest crush on her.
She's like telling her dad he has to buy like North Korea for her.
I had the biggest crush on her growing up as a kid. Oh, I did something.
Rocco was listening to it yesterday because some YouTube video was playing clips of it in their video.
From
Wonka.
The real Wonka. I want today, I want tomorrow, I want to wear all the braids in my hair, and I don't want to share them. That one?
Yeah, I think so.
Huh. I don't remember North Korea. I don't know what you're talking about. What the fuck are you talking about? What kind of political mess are you trying to get us into?
In this song, she was saying that she wanted her dad to buy her North Korea.
Maybe she's talking about. Yeah, I don't know.
Seems like a tall order.
I usually like talking Wonka, but for some reason
This one didn't do it for you.
Yeah, this one's not going anywhere, Kevin, and it's slightly annoying.
I'm trying to relate to you. I'll never try again.
You told me to shut the fuck up during the dirt.
Now you can shut the fuck up again.
Now we even. Whatever. I'm giving that seasoning in that dirt.
Alyssa apparently was this year's old when she realized that Ralphie from A Christmas Story is also in the movie Elf, which is 20 years old today. She said, I did not have any idea. And if you see he played one of the elves in Elf, it was there. He had on the red coat. You might see Ralphie there from A Christmas Story.
I totally remember him.
Yeah. So he is in both.
Pretty sure too. One of the kids in that movie turned out was in the toy with Richard Pryor. Also did porn after.
Okay.
Does
The
that
main kid in the toy.
The main kid in the toy. He's one of the side friends. I'm pretty sure that's the same dude.
Okay.
He was also in the toy, and then he did porn.
Okay.
Just I don't know, like a pop-up video. little footnote.
A little sad footnote.
Yeah. I could be wrong. The chat room will let me know if I'm wrong.
Okay. Yeah, that is an old-ass movie. 1982.
It is old.
Wow.
The Christmas Story?
No. Toy Story.
The toy.
The toy. Jesus. Oh, yeah.
Did you
The
say
toy.
the toy was the one that had the porn kid?
I said, yeah, the toy, but he's also in the Christmas Story.
Oh, okay.
That's why there was so much confusion there. A lot of edits on this one. Guys, it's two more games.
Is that it?
Slip into the finish line.
It was so awesome. During the break between the real show and the after the show podcast, 2J's, who is downstairs catering our Christmas building spectacular, they have their Christmas breakfast spread, and it's good. 2J's made a good spread. Axel, our building owner, he don't skimp. So we go down there, we get all that breakfast, we come back up here, and they're like, 2J's has a cake for Jaybird. And so the lovely lady, Jennifer from 2J's, came in here with the cake. Look at this. It's his favorite.
It says 2J's loves Jaybird. Isn't that nice?
And as
It's
soon as
lovely.
she brought the cake in here and he saw it, he immediately spilled a whole entire soda that
He
he had in
freaked out
front
and
of him.
karate chopped it.
And she goes, oh, that really does happen.
It's not an act, huh?
Not an act.
It's not an act.
I saw that cake, and she was so kind to go, oh, thank you so kind of like how I got excited when I saw Ralston walk into the holiday party. Like, oh shit, fucking Kevin's here.
Dropped a plate, shattered.
It was the loudest plate
The loudest.
that any plate has ever been, and out of all the plates. I mean, that was it. People jumped.
People thought it was gunfire.
They thought it was Die Hard.
Look out.
But isn't that nice?
That was a beautiful gift.
Tickled pink. My favorite cake, other than for your pie cake game.
Got a couple of reviews here. Jimmy sent this in. He checked out the Silent Night, Deadly Night, and not just the original, but he watched all 5.
That son of a bitch is.
Yeah.
I love it.
He committed to it. So, yeah, he went in there. and
Wow, there's 5 movies?
Yeah. Yeah, he said first one, fun and cheesy 80s slasher film, but doesn't compare to Black Christmas, he said. Second one is almost just kind of like a retread of the first.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
The third is the worst.
Yep.
Oh, damn.
The fourth doesn't have any original characters, and really, I didn't even know it was a Christmas-themed horror movie. It just seemed like a random B movie, and then they finally get back to the Christmas theme in the 5th one.
Yeah, the one I only will speak of is Silent Night, Deadly Night, the original.
Okay.
I like that one, and I really love. I think I might have misspoke on the Creep Show stuff. I think it might be episode 2, season 1. I'm pretty sure it's on YouTube. If you like horror, creepy Santa, Christmas shit, it's only 23 minutes long. I highly recommend it. It's
Okay.
it's pretty good.
Okay. And also, he wanted to recommend Candy Cane Lane, the Eddie Murphy new holiday movie, just came out this year that is on Amazon Prime. He said, I enjoyed it, but it's not going to be a classic Christmas movie, kind of like a Home Alone or a Christmas Vacation. To me, it's the type of movie you pop on a few years later because you forgot about it, but remembered it was a cute movie, so there's no regrets watching it, but it doesn't stand out as the best in any way. Okay. Mandy said, I watched Candy Cane Lane to begin my holiday season, and I laughed throughout it, albeit I was a bit high and with my best friend, but it was a fun, unique story with great actors. Give it a chance. I think it has enough comedy and magic and good feeling to make it a great classic eventually. She said, also, I liked Spirited, but I think you need to go into it expecting Goofy and a musical. It was laugh out loud funny, and the songs were catchy. Plus a very interesting twist on A Christmas Carol and a happy ending, even though you thought it might be sad. Okay. So if you're looking for some new holiday classics.
I
and
love it.
Vicky is all about Four Christmases. She said, knowing you guys like I do, listening since 2000, I think that you will love Four Christmases. It's hilarious, has a great cast with Vince Vaughn, Reese Witherspoon, Tim McGraw. It's a regular on my Christmas movie rotation every year. Give it a try.
Yeah, I remember it being a very solid movie.
Okay.
The one thing I do not recommend doing is watching the 9-part series about Vietnam on Netflix, the Ken Burns documentary series.
Yeah, I'll dodge
For some
that.
reason,
I would not watch that.
I got a little depressed on Christmas night, Virginia.
Oh, man. So heavy.
We couldn't get the family together. And I
Want
go,
to
you know,
maybe pick it up with a little Schindler's List?
it was. I don't know what I was thinking. I got sucked in.
Yeah, it's a tough route. Let me see. Also got some reviews of the 80s cartoons. What was the best era for it? Can you defend your own? We're talking about the best 80s and 90s cartoons that had come out. And Jody said Pac-Man. Don't forget about that.
I don't remember that cartoon.
I do. I watched it. It was okay. They had Pac-Baby, Miss Pac-Man in it, and the ghosts were always coming around. And
I didn't love it.
yeah.
It was okay to
Yeah.
pour.
I'm going to ask you guys, it's not a cartoon, but it is a kid's special, and it was always very popular when I was a kid, but you might be a little bit too old. It was called Today's Special, about there was puppets and dolls involved, but there was also humans that would act, and the one guy named Jeff, if his hat fell off, he'd turn into a mannequin, and they'd have to put him out throughout the store. There's Today's Special, shining loud and clear. Today's Special.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh, Danny, you have to edit that out. Yeah, I would.
Do we let him keep talking, or we just tell him no, we don't know?
You guys don't know that.
Not at
It
all.
was so popular as a
No.
kid. But I wonder if that's just I think it was out of Canada, but maybe just South Florida got it.
You might have had, locally they picked up the programming, and then in other markets they didn't. We had local stuff in New Orleans that was kid programming that I know y'all didn't have here in Florida.
Or that's bad about Pinwheel. Pinwheel, spinning around.
Yep, we had that.
You had that.
Yep.
Okay, that was the same network.
Look at my pinwheel and see what I found. Pinwheel, pinwheel.
Yeah, okay. All right, at least you knew that.
Okay. Miguel said, sorry, guys, the best cartoon era is hands down the 90s, Dragon Ball.
That was very big.
This is the one he throws out there.
You had some Sonic up in there too, right? Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah, I think so. That was after I was out of the cartoon age, but I know of it.
And let's not forget heavy metal. I mean, can I get an amen on that one?
Little cartoon porn.
They ran it a lot on HBO.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember. Saw that in high school.
Always bringing up porn.
No, heavy metal was a beautiful piece of art.
Beth said, man, the best ever, Bugs Bunny Roadrunner Hour. I still laugh at those sons of bitches. Yeah, they were. Honestly, the Bugs Bunny, especially cartoons, he's kind of a dick, but he's pretty funny.
Believe Pepe Le Pew got canceled.
Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't know when to say. Okay.
No, he didn't.
I mean, he was
come on,
sexually aggressive.
He went
Yeah.
unchecked for way too long.
I agree.
Yep. Daniel said, I've got some great top 3 cartoons from the 90s. The Simpsons, Animaniacs, and The Pokemon.
Where are you guys on with The Simpsons? Love them, or
Really liked it. Went with me for a season or 2, and then, I don't know, I just kind of faded off of it for whatever reason.
were you a Simp fan?
I liked it in the beginning, but yeah, it just, I guess I didn't like it enough.
I liked Family Guy with Panda. Me and Panda used to watch Family Guy probably the first 2 or 3 seasons, and for whatever reason, it fell off for me. But that was a very funny cartoon.
Panda still watches Family Guy with Rocco. He
Modern?
introduced Rocco to it, and Rocco loves it and loves all the crude humor.
It's funny because Suits learns a lot of pop culture things that he didn't know through Family Guy.
That's funny.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because he does a lot of that shit.
Got maybe some good news. James said, I used to work for Alan Gallo, the guy that filmed the Rob Schneider incident in your studio many, many years ago.
Yeah?
I had a project going on that day and wasn't able to make it, but when I heard you talking about it on the podcast, I texted Al and haven't talked to him years, and he said that, yeah, I guess he still has the footage.
Whoa.
And I asked him to send it to me. So he said he's going to be away from his computer until later in the week. But fingers crossed, hopefully I'll get it and be able to send it to you guys.
That would be cool.
That would be, because we've never, I mean, not at least in a long time, have seen the whole thing.
Well, the thing too, what may not play, because some people did give us shit. Not everybody, even in our own audience, was on our side. They thought we were a little oversensitive. Most people did side with us, but there was shit going on before the interview that kind of set the tone.
Rob Schneider was literally like yelling at Heather, and then she would come in and tell us, and we were like, oh my gosh.
We had the snack pack there that day because we were Vanilla Ice was jumping us with a motorcycle, and he had said some weird things to Klepto. It was an odd vibe before the whole thing started. So he was making fun of Virginia's voice and didn't realize it was Virginia's voice right before we went. He's like, what kind of commercial is this?
Oh, that's right.
Low market stuff. And it was your voice. And you're like,
Oh, that's probably all I needed to hear. And I'm
then-
like, who the fuck is this guy?
That's right. I was kind of like the Ixnay on the.
he was ripping on your voice but didn't know it was you. And I think he'd said like a low market kind of a comment. And then the microphones cracked. And we were already in a mode where we were all kind of getting annoyed with comedians anyway.
Right.
So it was a perfect storm. But he really was being a dick before, which you will not see.
And which I didn't even remember. I didn't remember him dissing my voice. Now I hate him more.
I should have said anything. You do remember that though, Kevin?
Yeah, I remember that's how it all started because I know it was kind of tense. He came in with, the attitude and I was like, oh boy, okay, let's try to get this back on track. And
Kevin's always trying to be positive.
there was no getting it back on track.
You tried.
I
mean,
did.
you used all your broadcasting muster.
Yeah.
Me and Virginia just said, fuck this motherfucker.
I walked out.
I
Fuck
stayed
him.
in. I stayed in and continued to fight with him.
We did get an update that came in today. People were wanting to know, hey, that guy that got a vasectomy and then his new girlfriend wanted to let him know that she was pregnant with his baby.
And he doesn't think it's his. He's very suspect.
It was 2 years ago that he wound up getting his vasectomy. They've been exclusive in the relationship for 6 weeks. She came and told him she was 4 weeks pregnant. So she's like, that's how I know it's yours. And, he basically just told her, he dropped it on her and said, well, it can't be mine because I got a vasectomy 2 years ago. And she's like, I knew you were selfish. I knew you'd react this way, blah, blah, blah. And then she stormed out and said, that's it. And so apparently they're over. He didn't necessarily get a resolution because he said, look, he's like, I'm happy to take the tests and I'll prove to you it's not mine. So that's when she got all upset.
You are the father.
Abigail said the fact that she can't see it from his standpoint makes her a lunatic. He had a vasectomy. She's overreacting. If a woman has no empathy, she's a psycho.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, I think of the two of them, it's more than likely that she's the bad guy. I just would have liked to seen him handle it a little bit smarter. You know, if she's trying to scam you, sometimes you got to play the player. You got to be smarter than her. You know she's trying to scam you. Now, how can you manipulate this situation so she goes away but doesn't go away mad? You didn't do that. Now, you started World War III with her, and God forbid she actually does have your baby in there brewing. I mean, this is a pretty shitty way to start the whole thing.
Only reason why I say don't fight with her and kind of just take the peaceful route. I don't think you should be dating anyway because you just went through a weird dating thing. And people know what I'm talking about. If you go through something weird with somebody and it just leaves you in a mentally fucking odd place, it's good to sit on the bench and take a little bit of time for yourself, get your thoughts together, kind of get you back together. There's no need to jump into stuff right away, in my opinion, if you go through a fucked up situation.
Yeah.
You got to get your head back together.
Yeah, I think legitimately if she's being completely honest and somehow one did get out and she's legitimately pregnant by him, I think she will come back. And she probably was just emotional in the moment.
Oh, she's coming back either way.
Yeah.
Here's the deal. She's put a little time into this. She wants to see if she can somehow manipulate this back in her favor. She probably regrets losing her cool. If she is pregnant, she may not know whose it is. She may be like, it could be his, or it could be, Phil from the gym.
So
I mean, it could be multiple guys in her head that could possibly be the father, and she wants it to be this guy, so she's trying to will it so.
basically what we've learned here today, friends, no matter how good it feels and no matter what circumstance is going on, always pull out.
Or wear a rubber.
Man, no one wears rubbers. No, I'm just... That's
Yeah, I mean, even if you've had a vasectomy, you need to go that route anyway, just on the disease front. Collins,
that was a joke. That was a joke. Wear your Jimmy hats.
Colin said, somebody mentioned that the vasectomy, pretty much your chance of getting pregnant is like 1 in 1,000, but he said it isn't that low of probability. It's really not, and it's happened all the time, he says. And he said it also depends on when he got the vasectomy because the probability of a pregnancy goes up after the first year. What?
So wait, it's only good for a year? That doesn't sound like a very sound. You go through all that nut pain and then it only lasts for a year?
Just because it's been emailed doesn't mean it's right. Doesn't mean it's correct.
Yeah.
What's worse at medical facts? TikTok or KVJ Nation?
I don't know. Just because it's read on the air doesn't mean it's real or right.
Yeah. Yeah, in fact, it says right here, quick search from Planned Parenthood says a vasectomy is effective because it's designed to be permanent, and there's no way you can mess it up or use it the wrong way. Vasectomies prevent pregnancy 24/7 for the rest of your life, is what they have to say on Planned Parenthood.
Oh, and it just got political.
Oh, damn, Kevin.
Kevin.
You are promoting Planned Parenthood?
Oh, fuck.
Wow.
And we've got kids dressing up like cats, so shit.
You have abandoned your gender.
The typical Republicrat.
Yeah, so everything I'm seeing is supposed to be for life. I even checked Republican sites.
Fair and balanced. That's what we try to be.
Creepy much? That's what this email says from Laura. She said, I was scrolling the neighborhood app since I offer dog and house sitting as a business. I replied to somebody tonight. I was looking for a one-day house sit, and I got a message back that changed my mind. She sent this message that says, hey, I live in your neighborhood. I saw your post about needing someone to watch after your house while you're away. I'm a house/dog sitter, and I'd be more than happy to check
For
in while you're gone.
one day.
Responds back, says, yeah, I would love for you to watch my place. I stay in an apartment. The only one back here. It's got the Christmas lights on. I'd like to meet you. And thank you for not minding watching my place. Then another message came through from the same person. Do you have any women's clothing? The response was, no, I don't have any extra women's clothing. And honestly, I'm sorry, but I'm not really comfortable watching your place anymore after being asked that. So sorry.
Thank God you didn't go. Who has a house sitter to come watch their apartment that they're only going to be gone from for one day? That's freaking weird.
And do you have any? Yeah, I guess. Get out.
Do you have any women's clothing?
Well, yeah, of course I have women's clothing, you asshole. I'm a woman. What kind of question is that?
What are you wearing right now?
Yeah, that's weird.
Got an email here from Alex. He said, my girlfriend of 2 years has been recently seeing angels. She claims that they will appear to her at night. Angels we have heard on high. She says that they float around her for a few seconds and they smile, then they just disappear.
The fuck?
My girlfriend has always been known to tell the truth. However, I'm just having a tough time believing that she's seeing angels.
Maybe she's seeing angels. Maybe her time is on deck. They say you see angels right before you die. They start talking to you and preparing you to cross over.
Not necessarily.
Don't tell me.
Says she talks to angels.
Says they called her out by her name.
Look, I'm loving Rawson's bit right now.
Says at first I humored her, but now I'm getting a little annoyed with it. Am I being closed-minded by all this? Is there a chance she really is seeing angels?
Yeah, there's a chance.
Well, I guess some people will always ask the question, what's the difference between an angel and a ghost? And maybe some people don't know. Maybe she's seeing something that she would think's angels. Maybe it's other spirit. Maybe it is angels. But
I'd rather see angels than ghosts.
If someone
At least with an angel, you think they're good.
to me, if someone I love and trusted, like if Denny's came up to me and said, dude, I'm not fucking with you. I've seen 2 angels.
But I also ate 7 mushrooms.
Yeah, I mean, you're using Denny's.
Anybody but Denny's.
I mean, Denny's is the
Can you get a
source
more
here.
credible person?
Denny's don't fuck with no mushrooms. Don't get that out
Yeah.
there. But I should have gotten a credit.
Denny's experience don't make me believe more in God. I mean, okay, I bet you are.
You know what? I've already lost the room. I'm bouncing out of this premise.
He's retreating.
But I'm just
Denny's
saying,
came to me and said he saw dragons.
if somebody you trusted and came to you and said, Kevin, I'm really seeing angels or I'm really seeing ghosts and I don't know what to do about it, would you believe that person or would you think that they're lying or going through something? Now, this is a person you really, really trust.
There's 2 parts to this. A lot of times I look at a person and I'll say they really believe they're seeing angels. Now, you can't answer the question as to whether they really are or not, or what they're seeing is really an angel. But a lot of times the first step is, are they just bullshitting you? And so that's really the only question you can answer for yourself. The other parts of it you can't answer.
So it's they're either full of shit or, oh, I'm sure you saw that, honey. I believe you saw that. But you're not necessarily going, she really saw an angel.
Yeah, to me, that's not a conviction that there are really angels and
Sure.
that she's definitely seeing that and that's what's going on. And that's proof of everything angelic.
So even the testimony of a loved one does not solidify with
No,
some-
I don't think anyone, no, I don't think that passes. That cuts the mustard in true scientific analysis.
What about you, Siddiqui? What do you think? What are your thoughts?
I don't know. I mean, case by case but basis. How believable is she? Does she like to tell fish tales?
It's Panda, and he's being legit.
I believe that motherfucker.
You believe it? And he's
Yeah.
tearing up. He goes, babe, it was beautiful.
So do you now believe that there are angels, or you just believe that he believes he's seeing angels?
I believe he's seeing angels,
What?
and I believe him.
But you don't. But you don't actually believe in angels.
Yeah, I think I do at that point.
Okay, so it's that's all the testimony you need that there really are angels.
From Panda, yes.
I would say if somebody I legit trusted gave me an encounter that I thought what was kind of like, that's fucking crazy. I would believe it, depending on the person and the trust level. Mm-hmm. But to Kevin's point, people are human and motherfuckers lie for whatever reason, and you never know why they're doing it.
Panda wouldn't lie.
You say that, but and I love Panda, but what if you found out that motherfucker's the mafia?
Did you just say Panda's a liar?
No, he's not.
I got to tell you, honestly, even if I saw an angel, I'm not sure I would believe that there necessarily are angels. I would be like, wow, man, I saw what I thought was an angel. The only way that would confirm it is if you go to biblical stories of angels. For instance, the birth of Mary. She was told that she would be pregnant, and then kabam, supposedly without having sex, she's pregnant. If an angel came to me and said, Kevin, you are pregnant, and then I'm like, bullshit, and 6 weeks later, I'm pregnant, I'd be like, holy fuck, there's really angels.
But what you're describing is what happens to a lot of people. They'll have what you would call a genuine, true paranormal experience. And in the beginning, the first week, they can't believe it. As time goes on, they talk themselves into saying, it didn't happen. I'm fucking out. It was. They explain it away. And that's what happens to a lot of people.
That's why, to me, I would need the angel telling me something that in a short amount of time actually came true. That would make me be like, okay, man, that's crazy. How did they know?
You want that legit proof.
Well, that's what, to me, that's what proved him in the Bible. I would need the same kind of experience.
But even if you
otherwise, I would think maybe I'm just hallucinating or seeing something.
Okay, that's what. If you're in the woods and an angel is above you, you would explain it away eventually. I was tired.
I would always ask myself, did you really see what you thought you saw? Because that happens all the time.
That's heavy shit.
Mm-hmm.
We all
It
know,
is.
but, wow, angels.
We all seek to figure out what is beyond the great beyond.
Why?
What happens when you're dead by Christmas?
What? Why are we here? What was? I mean, it's crazy.
Angel by New Year's Day.
Aliens, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Thank you very much. The KVJ chat and a couple texts let us know that our good friend of the Miami Dolphins, Christian Wilkins, is having a birthday today. So happy birthday, Christian.
Oh, happy birthday.
Yeah, he's turning 28 years old today. So send him a happy birthday text.
Aww.
So thanks for letting us know if he does catch this version of the ATS. Happy birthday, bruh.
You just sent him a text?
I did, yeah.
Okay, I won't send him one.
I said happy birthday from KVJ Nation.
Oh,
so.
that's beautiful.
Yeah, so in a sense, everybody wished him happy birthday. That's awesome. You guys put it on our radar. It'll be in my calendar. We'll never forget another Christian Wilkins birthday.
Yay.
Yeah.
We'll only forget Kevin's. Especially
That's right.
The big ones, like his favorite.
Hopefully the Dolphins don't forget to give him a pay raise.
Amen.
Because isn't he going to be a free agent at the end of this year?
Contract expires the end of this year, yeah.
That makes me nervous.
Well,
I don't want him to go anywhere.
I don't either.
Let's keep the.
But he is having the kind of year that he is going to make a lot more money. I would say double what he's making this year, and he deserves it. That's the only thing that does suck is that he should have been making the $20 million this year.
Yes.
So
he's putting his body on the line.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, and he's doing great.
Kind of like what Kevin and I did today during that,
Put our body on
that
the line.
Love Record Wednesday.
Yeah.
If you don't know what we're talking about, I do highly recommend you go back and watch that in slow-mo.
Mm-hmm.
With a glass of wine.
With some wine.
And expect to get horny.
Expect to get, you might want some jammy, if you know what I mean, after you watch that.
Okay.
What?
A little jammy, a little poke in the whiskers.
We'll go ahead and post those videos up on our social media platforms. TikTok and Reels will probably have some music added to it.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, that'll be coming up a little bit later on today. So, hopefully get some more of your Christmas carols as well. You can submit those on the WRMF app. Just look for the little microphone and the mic drop feature, and we'll feature more of those the next coming days as we try to find our favorite of this season. You guys are doing a great job so far. All right, have a great Wednesday. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Goodbye.